hackers? My name is Patrick. You're listening to the 228 podcast. It's been a while. Some things have changed, and no, you're not hearing something different. I said hackers. So we're kind of doing a pivot and getting back to my tech roots and some of the things that I've learned and figuring out that I can and can't do. Originally, the podcast was supposed to be for documenting detailing cars. I'm trying to, I wouldn't say get out of my current employment as a casino supervisor, but I am. And so I decided to take a step back and really analyze things. And what I figured out as far as for detailing my own car was that physically I'm not able to do it. I'm a 41-year-old man with a dad bod. I mean, that's the truth. And to say to do 4 or 5 cars in a day would probably absolutely put me in bed. I'm out of shape, way out of shape. Talking about a gym rat that lifted 5-6 times a week. It hurt. It hurt. So I took a step back and really analyzed things and really kind of put things into perspective. So I wanted to get back to the tech roots that I have for the past 5 or 6 years, kind of been developing some tech skills with things like iOS and Swift. I've done some web development. I built a couple websites, 3 or 4 of them with Squarespace, but 2 from scratch actually. And I enjoyed that, but again, because of my area where I'm located, not very many jobs in the tech sector. So that's kind of why I pivoted. I went to looking at other careers and other options and other things. And the good thing about looking into other stuff is that you get to try out new things and see if you like them, see if you don't, see if they kind of fit your bill and feel if they don't. And that's a good thing. That's the spice of life. That's variety. You know, at least I'm trying things. I'm getting the at-bats to see where this thing is going. But I don't think that the detailing part of it is going to work. I don't think the selling products is going to work. I know it does work. You guys like to listen to podcasts, so that's a good thing. I know what the world is giving me feedback, even though it's little bitty nuggets here and there of what is working and what's not working. So kind of sat back and thought about things and started looking into tech. I didn't want to go back into iOS because even though it has a great community behind it, the jobs aren't here. So I had to look into tech to figure out how to A, do what I like to do, which is sit in front of my computer. B, make money at it. C, not have to travel or leave my family whatsoever. So that's kind of my 3 main objectives of what I should be looking for. And had a thought about cybersecurity. And this is kind of threw me off the path because I'm so used to being in the Apple ecosystem, and cybersecurity is like a whole other, is the other side, is the dark side. So I began looking into that and stumbled up on some articles and a video by a guy named Stok, S-T-O-K, and he's got the little 2 dots above the O, so he must be Swedish or something. And he was talking about bug bounties. So that kind of perked me up. I was like, what is bug bounties? I don't know. So a bug bounty hunter goes to websites and checks the vulnerabilities, or if there's any vulnerabilities in the website. And if you find vulnerabilities or any exploitation of the website, there's quite a possibility, if you report that bug, that you will get paid for it. So I was like, okay, well, that's right up my alley. So I started looking deeper and deeper into it, and I thought, man, this could really be like the thing that really combines the tech and combines the situation at home with something profitable and an adventure I'd really like to get into. So we'll talk about the things that I've done so far as for learning how to bug bounty, and some of the tools and stuff right after this. So I was listening to Stoic, and a Stoic or Stoke. Sorry, my dog's smelling a stink bug. That's nice. Anyway, I was listening to the video and came across HackerOne. And apparently, HackerOne has been hooking up with these companies for their bug bounty programs and paying people out. Well, I get further deeper into reading articles on LinkedIn and some Medium articles, how HackerOne has had $2 million bug bounty hunters. And I mean, that really perked my ears because, one, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So the mere fact that there was only 2 guys that broke $1 million, which is really cool, sparked my interest. And number 2, there's such a limited amount of people doing it. Even though HackerOne has about 330 people accounts listed, 330,000 registered hunters on their site, and only the top 10% are making 100,000, and top 1%, I guess, the $1 million guy. There's only 2 of them, so there's not like a whole bunch of iOS developers running around trying to make the next fucking WhatsApp or whatever it is, or the next, whatever app you could think of. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I can't write code for shit, and I don't have an imagination to build something other than that camera app that I built. And even that, half of it was coded. The first part of it was, I wouldn't say stolen. It was built up upon another project. Let's say it that way. But the functionality of it, for the most part, was mine. But yeah, so the bug bounty thing really sparked my interest, and so I started digging. And the things I did was, number 1, I registered HackerOne.com. I haven't got to Bugcrowd yet, so I figured if I can go through all the HackerOne stuff, their tutorials, their videos, they have a whole HackerOne 101 video line to go through. Then they have a couple capture the flag exercises to get you, I guess, up to the level, qualify you to be doing the bug reporting and the bug stuff. And I just recently watched a big video from a guy named Jason Haddix about his presentation, his bug bounty methodology, and how he goes about finding bugs and figuring out a whole lot of ways to gain surface area, gain scope, gain reconnaissance, and really dig into the project that you're working on. So I listened to that, took a whole bunch of notes. I downloaded Burp Suite, which is the tool of many bug hunters, and set it up with Firefox. So it's the man in the middle between your browser and the server. That'll give you feedback on a lot of URLs and whatnot, and different proxies, and learning that. And what else have I done? I registered for HackerOne, and built my profile out there, and I'm going through the whole course. I'm also reading Web Hacking 101, which is apparently an old book. I didn't know that whenever I started that book. And I have another book coming on the way, Web Hacking, the Web Hacking Handbook, number 2. So I'll be getting into those 2 books. I've already started Web Hacking 101, and the other book is coming in from Amazon. So some good stuff. Also found OWASP Top 10 Vulnerabilities online and started reading through those. And what else have I done? Now I'm just going through information, reading up, starting to see patterns in things that are common. I'm starting to change my media outlets and getting back to Twitter, where all the tech guys are, and building out I call it the bug bounty list, I believe. And anybody that I come across, or somebody has something to say, or somebody has some tweets or whatever, looking through that and building out the list for that. I do see something that, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but it's not a very popular thing, but I do see a lot of devs or bug bounty people that are not from the United States. And I have noticed that. So I'm wondering if, either the bug bounty hunters that are here in the States are actually part of an actual company, or they're trying to make their own company, or if they are just doing it part-time, or they're people out of the United States that are trying to make money doing that kind of thing. I don't know the situation, and I'm trying to understand the way the culture is and the community is. But I guess it doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. I'm just getting into this. I'm just starting out. I got Mozilla, I got Firefox, and Mozilla. God, that just put a date on me. I got Firefox and Burp set up with the proxy and everything, and I'm just gonna go at it and see what happens. I'm gonna go through the Hacker 101 course and see if I can do a couple of the capture the flags exercises, and we'll take it from there. And I'll continue to update you guys on my bug bounty escapades. All right. Thank y'all for listening. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, podcast listener. Thank you for your time and listening to this podcast episode. Please leave a review on whatever platform that you listen to this podcast on. The feedback will greatly help us develop a better podcast. Also, visit the website, 228.com. That's TWOTWENTY, the number 8.com. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.